there is something going on in our schools, according to this, something called Furry. And I think it's spelled F-U-R-R-Y. I looked it up on Google here. It's described to me that we have kids in our schools that believe that they are animals. And they are identifying, I'm told, as animals. Identifying as animals. They think they're a cat. A cat. They put tails on and they demand that they have a litter box in the school. Has anybody else heard that?
When I heard about this, I heard that they were actually cutting holes in the uniforms for tails. And then in some cases, the students were putting on fake tails. And in some cases, one of the parents was responding to what was happening in the school, where a child that believed themselves to be a cat didn't have a physical tail, but had an imaginary tail. And they were sitting at, I think it was a lunch, the table in the lunchroom, and this imaginary tail was there, and a student came up and sat down, and the child that believed themselves to be a cat screamed, "You just sat on my tail." That was imaginary. It didn't exist. And it was a parent that was recounting this experience that their child had had. And as I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, how absurd. You know what we used to call this, Madam Speaker and Representative Driscowski? Whether a person believes themselves to be an animal or some other inanimate object or two-spirited or wherever this other junk is that is being taught in these schools.
Madam Speaker.
The dictionary, Merriam-Webster, says furry is a person who identifies with and enjoys dressing as an animal, especially as a member of a subculture devoted to the practice. That's what Merriam-Webster says.
I won't even name the school. I will say in my district, I had a pastor come to me and he said he is being told that in the one school district, and I'm not saying this is the case, we don't know, it's unconfirmed, but he is being told by multiple people that there's a litter box in one of the locker rooms, or a bathroom. That's my understanding.
The fact is, we used to properly tell people the truth. And these Minnesotan student surveys appear to be promoting ideas that are not the truth. The reality is our students need to get back to the basics and not promoting or advancing ideas that are clearly opposed to nature.